if these haven't turned out well, I think I might cry.
We're really excited about this because we have never eaten Yorkshire pudding before. Hopefully, we can fix this. Hey guys, I'm Eric.
And I'm Grace. We're the Wandering Ravens.
We are a couple of Americans on a multi-month adventure around the UK. This YouTube channel documents our British journey, so if you enjoy British culture content 2 times a week, make sure you subscribe.
Today, our British adventure has brought us to the Sunday roast.
Believe it or not, Grace and I have never had a Sunday roast before, and we've definitely never made one before. So today we're checking 2 things off our bucket list. We're gonna make a Sunday roast with all of this, and then we're gonna eat it. And hopefully we don't burn the house down.
I am a little bit intimidated because we are attempting to recreate something that is so iconically British. I hope that we will do a good job and make you all proud.
Quick note, we do know that Sunday roast has about 1,000 different options that you can choose from for sides and things like that. But to make it easy on us, we are going with 4 of the most iconic. This includes roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, gravy, and roasted potatoes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's cook.
First up, we are going to make a trivet, which is basically a lovely bed of vegetables for the beef to rest on. Man, this is a big knife. I'm scared. All right, so just.
Oh no.
Oh no!
How are your eyes?
They're burning!
You need to step away for a second?
Yeah. Just gonna dab my eyes with the corner of my apron.
Next up, it's time for us to get our beef ready. Medium roasting joint is what we went with. This is our first time ever making a Sunday roast, or actually doing any roast at all. So, big learning curve. If you have any tips or pointers for next time, make sure you drop those down in the comments. Gonna oil the baby up. There we are. Now I gotta wash my hands. And now we're gonna season it. First up, we got pepper, and then we also got salt. Let's do some salt. Now what we're gonna do is pan sear this before it goes in the oven. It sounds like applause. And it smells really good. Okay, that's ready. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put it on our trivet. Here we go, right back in.
More pepper.
For good measure. Time to roast. Ooh. Sleep well. Fingers crossed. This is a lot more stressful than cooking that English breakfast, because with the English breakfast, everything that we were cooking, we could make again within 5 minutes. But if we mess this up, then we have lost over an hour's worth of prep and cooking. So the stakes are a lot higher this time around.
Spud time! Ah! Spud on the loose! First step is to peel them. This is the peeler I have found, and I'm a little bit afraid to use it because I've not used one that looked like this before. This looks like a razor.
It does look like a razor.
Oh God. Oh, okay. The potatoes have been peeled and I am still in possession of all of my fingers.
Oops.
Ah! Potato on the loose! The recipe that we're following says to boil the potatoes for a couple minutes in water and salt. I'm assuming this is to remove excess starch so that they really firm up and become crispy. Let me know if that's correct. I'm not sure, not done this before, but that is what I'm guessing.
Hot, hot. We're gonna add a little bit of flour to these potatoes. And we've got a really nice gluten-free flour here for Grace, because Grace cannot eat gluten. Hey! Hey! I'll stop. There it is. We both love garlic, so we're gonna make sure that they are very well seasoned with garlic. Question for you guys, with your Sunday roast, what do you season your potatoes with? Into the oven. And we've got 2 ovens going right now. We have a gas oven and an electric oven. We decided gas might suit potatoes a little bit more, give it that fire charred flavor. And then the electric is a little bit more predictable, and so it's probably better for the roast beef. So we got the roast beef in there. We're gonna check on our roast beef. It's been 30 minutes. If everything looks okay, what we're gonna do is reduce the temperature and cook it for another 20, right?
Yes.
All right. So we've got potatoes in the oven, roast beef in the oven, and now it's time to make the Yorkshire pudding. We're really excited about this because we have never eaten Yorkshire pudding before, which also means we're under a great deal of pressure to make sure that we make it correctly. Another spanner in the works is that, as we said, Grace is gluten-free, so we are making this one with a gluten-free flour. Thank you to Mark for sending us this recipe, really appreciate it. So where are you at right now?
I used a scale, guys, be proud of me, rather than doing the American thing and just shoving a cup in there and being like, I guess this is about right. I have weighed my flour. If any of you guys are curious to try the recipes we're using today, we'll make sure to link them in the description below so you can try them for yourselves.
Our potatoes have been in the oven for 15 minutes. Now it's time to pull them out, flip them over, mix them up, and stick them back in for a few more.
Ooh la la.
Ooh, that smells so good. I don't think they're getting crispy enough. This could be a real problem for our dinner if they're not crispy. We're gonna put it back in on a higher heat, see if that does anything. Hopefully, we can fix this. Continuing with the Yorkshire pudding.
There we go.
Timer just went off. Now it's time to pull the roast beef out of the oven. We're just gonna test it and make sure that it is cooked inside.
What does it mean?
Well,
I think we may have overcooked it.
we may have overcooked it.
Oh no!
If our temperature reading is correct, we definitely overcooked it. Which, rookie mistake. Like we said, this is our first time ever cooking roast beef. So fingers crossed, maybe there's still some pink inside when we cut it open. But now what we're gonna do is just set it to the side, let it rest for a while. And in the meantime, it's time to put the Yorkshire puddings straight into the oven. Please don't be dry. All we can do now is wait and pray.
The Yorkshire pudding batter is all mixed up and ready to go.
We're gonna pour it in.
I'd actually rather you do that. I don't trust myself to do that. There you are.
Here you go.
And trade. Woo. So this should make 6.
This should, and we've pre-oiled it, so we've got oil in here. Oh, I'm really nervous about this. We've been told you have to do it a third of the way to half the way up. Computer, set my timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Starting now.
And now we wait. Just kidding, now it's time to make the gravy. We haven't been to Yorkshire yet, but we've heard lots of people from Yorkshire say that if you're gonna eat Yorkshire puddings, you gotta have an onion gravy. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Is that thin enough?
That looks thin enough.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Now you know my pain.
I was just starting to think about my childhood. Oh man. Jeez Louise. While we're waiting for the onions to cook, a quick question for you guys. Similar to how onion gravy is a regional specialty from Yorkshire, what regional flair do you add to your Sunday roast?
It has now come time to check the Yorkshire puddings. We have been good about it. We have not peaked at all, so I'm really curious to see what's happened. Oh, I'm so nervous. If these haven't turned out well, I think I might cry. Courage. Oh my gosh!
What the
Heck, they've grown huge!
Oh, and the steam! Oh my god.
Those are definitely a bit well done. On the well done side.
Since this was our first time, I was not expecting them to look this good.
I wasn't expecting them to actually grow.
Same, I thought they were just gonna be flat in the pan.
Yeah, like little crunchy biscuits or something.
It looks like our onions are ready, so now it's time to add some sugar and balsamic. We're adding the beef stock to the onions, and then we're gonna bring this to a boil and let it boil for 5 minutes. We finally come to the end, everything is ready, and the last thing we need to do is put it all on the plate. So to start, I'm gonna try to carve up this roast beef, and we're gonna find out if we actually did overcook this, or if there is a little bit of moo left tucked deep inside. It's so well done.
Oh no!
Oh no! But we followed the instructions. If you're someone who cooks roast beef fairly often, how do you keep this from happening? Share your tips with me down below so I can nail it next time.
Whoa!
That is a thick gravy.
That is some thick gravy. We did it!
And despite the odds, we came out of that ordeal with something that looks like roast dinner. At least I think so. You guys let us know. Does this look like roast dinner? If you haven't already, make sure you let us know what your favorite side is for a Sunday roast dinner. And first impressions, the thing that has really surprised me is that these Yorkshire puddings are so light.
Yeah, they actually did the Yorkshire pudding thing. I didn't expect that.
They erupted.
Yeah, I'm really surprised.
We've never eaten Yorkshire pudding before, so we're gonna see how it tastes.
I'm really not sure how to cut into this.
Mine is all hollow on the inside.
Mine is all hollow on the inside too.
This feels like it should be a dessert.
It does. I feel like, is there a Yorkshire pudding dessert? It's like nothing I've ever had before.
Same. That is very unique. And the flavor, it doesn't have that much flavor, but this gravy, wow. The sugar, the balsamic vinegar, the onions all came together. It's really thick and creamy.
It has a really meaty and savory and sweet flavor.
So many different things going on there.
All right, potatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh wow, the crunchy outer shell. It's
Very
so good.
crunchy. Wow, I think we nailed it with the potatoes.
Love the touch of garlic. That was a good idea.
Touch. Three garlic.
Three garlic cloves.
And now let's try the beef.
Oh, I'm so worried about this beef.
I'm gonna add a little bit of gravy
A
to
little bit
it.
of gravy. Not nearly as tough as it appeared. When you were cutting into it, it looked really tough. But chewing it, it's not that tough. Now we're gonna turn the conversation over to you guys. Go down into the comment section and rank how we did on each of these items. And please let us know what we can do better next time.
Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel for fresh British culture content 2 times a week. And if you have ideas about other classic UK dishes that we should make sure you leave those down there as well.
And a special thank you to our patrons who make videos like this possible. Without your generous support, we wouldn't be able to go out and buy props like these, delicious props like these, for our videos. So we thank you guys.
To the patrons!
To the patrons.
If you are curious about how to become a patron yourself, there is a link in the video description. Click that, it'll take you right over to our Patreon page. In addition to supporting our work and helping us make videos like this, as a patron, you will also gain access to bonus videos 3 times a week, monthly live streams, behind the scenes photos, and access to our private invite-only Facebook group.
We'll see you over there.
Again, I'm Eric.
And I'm Grace.
We're the Wandering Ravens.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Laters.
So pretty.